Welcome back, everybody.
Yeah.
Here we go. It has been a long time since I've been in this seat with this camera and you people in front of me. So
you guys.
All you guys. I'm super excited. I am stoked for season 3. It is going to be a awesome season. There is some absolutely phenomenal guests coming in. There is some old familiar faces. A couple of the guys have been around, or a couple of the people, I should say, have been around for this will be their 3rd season coming in. There is a lot of new faces, new victims, if you will. And yeah, I'm really excited about it. So without any further ado, this is the preseason battle. I did this last year, took the winner of season 1, went up against them. We have a mutual friend. Actually, I think Randall, you as well.
Mm-hmm.
He has a mighty fine collection of whiskey as well. It's all over the place. And he agreed to send us the samples. They are completely blind. Doug is the only person with the answers, and I don't think he's actually looked at the answers yet because he mentioned that he kind of wanted to play along with us. So all 3 of us are going in.
This box is sealed.
Yeah, mine is sealed as well. All 3 of us going into this very blind. Jason spent many hours deliberating on which 3 samples to send, and I'm not sure if I should be excited or scared for that. In fact, so my stream isn't working, Joe says.
Good news is you have 3 channels to choose from.
All right, but
Hit
why
refresh.
isn't it?
It's working for me. Jerm stream.
It's working. It's working
Randall's
on
and
mine.
mine. They're all working. I'm monitoring all of them.
Okay. All right.
Who would have
Thanks,
thought Doug
Joe.
would be doing that? Thank you, Joe. Doug. I said Joe. Right when you said Joe, I said Joe. I don't know why I said Joe. But thank you, Joe. Yes.
Yes. All right. Now that we got
Doug
that out
would
of the
never
way.
watch his own stream to boost his views. Come
That's
on, we all
unheard
do it.
of. That's unheard of.
I've actually never thought of that. I will log in from my other account and watch the video. I'll just let it play on repeat for like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Same thing, same difference. Yeah, different time.
But anywho, all right. So we got 3 samples from our friend Jason.
Mm-hmm.
My box is sealed still, so I am cutting it open at the moment.
I mean, I guess I'm the bad guy, and I already opened mine because I wanted to see what they were. But
All right, we're already calling collusion on Randall.
Well, I wanted to see what they were. They're brown vials filled with probably
right.
alcohol.
I wanted to make sure that they weren't broken. Is what I was meaning. And then I realized they're plastic, so they're not going to be.
You don't
broken.
just shake the box and hear if it rattles.
Yeah, you know,
Shards of glass.
shards of glass and dripping stuff out of it. You're like, oh, this must be broken.
You're getting called out. No fancy background. What happened to the production value, Jerm?
Yes. Come on now, guys. Why you
Come on. What?
Let's see. What do we got?
Yeah. Okay. So, it occurred to me, we've been in each other's DMs talking about starting a new show, and it just so happens that this isn't that show, and yet the 3 of us are here.
This is the show.
This could be the show, but it's not. This is the beginning of the show.
Samples, and we'll also do the show at the same time. How's that sound?
Exactly. Because we got a lot to talk about. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. So you were asking about warm-up drams. If I hadn't been running around, I was about to pour Milestone in celebration of Westward being out of their Chapter 11 bankruptcy phase of existence.
I wish I had a fancy bottle like that.
I mean, I would say it pays to know people, but you know pretty much the same people I know.
I kind of do. I kind of do. But I will tell you, mine is probably just as good because it's the old driftless Jeremy pick. So, it's probably just as good.
That was that's the old 12-inch dick pick.
Mm.
That has been dubbed.
Coming out swinging with the dick pic.
Yeah, already.
Hey, you know what? The show is brought to you by Richard's Liquors and their dick picks. So If I don't say it at least twice every episode, I'm doing something wrong. Adrian. All right. Well, okay. So I have, speaking of Richards, I have sample 1 right here. Going to be going to the Richards Liquors blend. Sample 2 going into this very cool whiskey shaman blend. And sample 3, I bet you can't guess where this is going.
Wait.
That'll be a single malt
Hell
frontier
yeah.
blend.
Cheers. Thanks, Jerm.
Yes. And my my warm up pour was a Hatch Fellowship bourbon, just a easy 90 proofer. Just to kind of give me two things: 1, to get rid of the toothpaste, and 2, to give me a little palate base.
So guys, are you already pouring yours into the glass? Because I like to do that a little ahead of time.
I have not yet, but I say let's go ahead and do that.
I'm a fan of putting them all in the glass.
Because I already did.
Look at this collusion coming out of Randall.
It's collusion. It is collusion.
We got to let number 1 air out a little.
Absolutely.
And we might as well let the others air out a little while we're at it. That's
Absolutely.
And let's see, Dylan, sweet shirt. Thank you, Dylan. Let me highlight that. It is October, therefore it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I will be wearing pink on every show throughout the month of October.
Sweet.
Save the tatas, guys. Save the tatas.
Absolutely.
And I'm too busy with the baby, just barely trying to keep up with laundry. So I'm doing no wardrobe coordination whatsoever.
Perfect.
And I am wearing a branded Whiskey Shaman shirt. So whatever.
That is a shameless plug. Randall.
It is a shameless plug. WhiskeyShaman.com.
You gotta plug that merch store.
Absolutely. This one actually
is in merch stores. You can buy these Glens too.
Exactly. This shirt is actually going to be discontinued because I don't like the background on it. So this is a 1 of 1.
Deke, what are you drinking? I'm assuming it's the same as either Randall or myself. We all love tatas, Joe.
So I have received the answers to this test, but I have not opened them.
Okay.
Except to make sure that there were no errors in the zip file or the PDFs inside of it. But I took my glasses off and looked away and just made sure they opened, no errors. So I haven't seen them.
And
but, I'm also not getting graded on this test, so it doesn't matter if I cheated. This is all for my fault. Literally. Yes, literally attached.
I could say the same, Spice. Anywho, all right. Well, what are we going to do? We're going to get into this?
I guess so.
Yeah. So.
All right. Well, here we go.
So I'm hosting, but I guess I can let Jerm be the main commentary on his own channel. However, as these gentlemen are tasting, they're going to get quiet, I imagine, unless they feel like throwing each other off with some hints, which is always an interesting strategy to see who's going to share their notes, who's going to lie about their notes. If you didn't know that was a strategy, it is.
You know what I don't have in front of me? I don't have a place to write. I don't have a place to write these down at.
Well,
okay. So I was really ill prepared for this whole situation today.
Yes, you were.
Jesus Christ.
What are you doing?
So before season 2, I made myself a rubric that I could practice this format, have my wife make some blinds for me out of all that. And so I just want to double check. It's the same rubric as last season, right, Jerm?
It is exactly the same.
Excellent. Except this time we have exploding capsules in case you open them early.
Right.
Yes, that is new for this year. Yes, if you open them before the day of your show, the whole bottle will explode.
So I have a spreadsheet rubric that I've put together so I can write down your guesses and your points. And the only thing that's different this time is I don't know what they are in advance. So when I'm done tasting, I'm going to open up the spreadsheet and start filling in what the right answers are on the spreadsheet. So it's easy for me to score you guys later.
All right.
Awesome.
You
that is super nerdy, but I love it.
I love spreadsheets, man, and
okay,
that doesn't show up on air very much. But
again, that's super dirty. But okay.
How else do you run a whiskey podcast where you're interacting with 50 brands across time, and you write on paper? Oh my
absolutely. God. Let me just take you back a ways, okay? Let me just take you back to the live I did. Minden Mill, Joe O'Sullivan. I'll take you back that far if you want to go. Anyway, I have a bunch of these. We'll just say that. Calm down.
So, Randall, I can't really see what whiskeys you've got in your background because you've mostly got, there's like 2-3 whiskeys back there in a barrel.
Okay, because it is 81 degrees in here right now. And so I cannot store active whiskey in here. I keep the barrel but everything else is killed bottles. I have a Black Art that's been killed. I'm the wrong side. Andalusia, Rick House. There's an old, what is it called? King Cuddy from 1980s. And then there's an Old Forester Birthday and some beat.
I see an Eagle Rare back there, I think.
Yeah, Eagle Rare 17. Yeah, that's the one on my live that I chugged and for fake, and everybody freaked out. And
chugged for fake.
Yeah.
Did you do the caramel colored water?
No, I actually did tea, and it was very good. But like when you chug the entire bottle of it, like you get a big bubble at the same time, and so like it just hurt me so bad. So I was actually in pain, like I was drinking the whiskey like that. And then I was just like, bro, I can't do this. I'm fixing to barf. But yeah, it was a lot of fun.
All right, chat. Notice how Randall's talking to me and Jerm is staying real quiet. I'm catching the strategies here. Randall wants to relax. That's his style. Jerm is taking this deadly serious.
I'm actually not. I was trying to figure out how I could write my stuff down on the thing, and my my S Pen wasn't working correctly. It was so. But if you're writing down for me, no. If Doug is writing down for me, I'm perfectly fine with that. Donut fish.
See, I'm going to share nothing about what I think about this whiskey because I don't want to influence anything.
Right.
What do you think about this whiskey there, Randall?
I think this one has a lot of oak influence. And it's reminding me of something, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm working on the type right now, just trying to figure out what type of whiskey it is. I'm thinking it's one type, but I'm not 100% sure.
I think there's a finish on this, and it's throwing it way out the window.
Maybe so. And the color's actually, I mean, not super dark, but a little more red or.
This is very true.
I don't have control over showing the comments on screen.
Listen, asshole.
Look, someone has to be here to bring down the average.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to refresh my memory now. If we are doing a finish, and I'm not saying this is finished, and we did say the only things that you would need to be very accurate about would be like if it's a beer finish, it'd be a stout beer finish or something like that. Now, if I do like let's say red wine, do I have to pick Syrah or Malbec or
I suppose I get to make that call since I'm grading today.
I mean, yes,
I could just, I could just completely throw out the rule book and grade you guys on vibes.
That's fine. I mean, you could. That screw everything up, but okay, yes.
Well, you're not competing for anything except today.
I mean, it's street cred is all it is. And I have 0, so
I'm gonna say this.
What do you mean? You won the last showdown.
Oh yeah, there's that. Yeah, I forgot about that. Silly me.
I'm gonna say this. So with sherry, a sherry finish. I just say sherry finish. I don't care if you
Right.
think it's PX Olo, Palo Cortado, whatever. Sherry finish counts, whatever it is. Beer, same deal except for stout. Stout is the only beer that needs to be called out.
Okay.
Red wine, yeah, we're probably going to say red wine's going to cover the majority of red wines.
Got it.
Until I find something that I know for a fact is like, like a Madeira, I guess, would be something that's very unique in the red wine category. White wine, probably the same deal. Maybe something like a Chardonnay is pretty unique.
Oh, we're just talking about
the rule.
How you say what your guess is, not what you think it is.
Right.
Okay.
I just don't want to be
I was like, those are some wild guesses, Jerm.
It's all lied.
Man.
No, so Patty, he's turned down his contrast so that he doesn't blind you with the pink hat and the pink shirt.
And the pink hat is a Richards hat. I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, it says "Don't be a dick" on it.
Just bring that right up to the camera so we can see. If it has other words on it, I can't read besides Richards Liquors. Say that 10 times fast.
Right.
Actually, Jerm pretty much has at this point. With the sponsor spot. Are they sponsoring today?
They're sponsoring the show. This one doesn't count.
Oh, this one doesn't count? This isn't part of the show?
Kind of, not really.
I mean, it is.
So here's the thing. So, like, I want to do this because I don't get to play my own game.
Right.
Yeah. Your game is very fun to play. And it's also really fun to sit here and not have any pressure. There's no pressure on me other than to be entertaining.
I was told like a year ago that there was going to be a rum version of my show somehow, somewhere, some way.
Yeah, I heard that too.
That would be, I assume that would be Marshall, and that would be balls in his court to make it happen.
You see where that got us?
Yeah, he just won last time and then decided he didn't care anymore.
Yeah, he's like, I don't care anymore. I'm going to go out a champ. It's fine. So the legs on this like fall off so fast. They're just gone.
Yeah, that is true.
I'm really struggling.
I agree with your qualitative assessment of the color. I would say that it is dark-ish and kind of coppery.
Coppery.
Yeah, but you're right about the legs. That's what does that tell you, Randall? I'm not gonna give you my commentary, but what does that tell you?
That tells me a lot. That it's could possibly be column distilled, could be lower proof, could be a blend of grains, could have with lower proof especially, it's going to do that, but it doesn't smell lower proof. So
what do you mean there's a lot of work? I don't have any idea what you're talking about. Ooh, okay. That gives me some thoughts.
like it's almost giving me a double oaked vibe, where like the double oak on a lot of double oak ones, I get like you get the oak, but then you get like this barrel char at the end as well. So it's like oak and then oak again, which is kind of giving me that. But it also has like a fruity back end, as they say. Crapper.
I'm going for gusto here, guys. I'm filling it all in right now. Yep.
I'm working on distillery right now.
You know what sucks? We don't have a list of what Jason has.
I know that's what makes the meta on this particular showdown is a little bit different because this could be literally anything. In the world of whiskey.
It could be toilet water for all we know.
I mean, I assume Jerm, at least you've seen his collection at some point. No, not even on camera, not a photo.
Nope. He doesn't do. I know like maybe 10 of his bottles that he has from times that I've met up with him here, because he has a place not too far from that he comes for 3 weeks in August every year, and he brings a handful of stuff with him, and then we meet up once or twice during that time.
Does he have a fairly large collection?
Yes. His is actually probably larger than mine.
Wow. Okay.
He has less open.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm not quite sure how to read the chat interface here in StreamYard necessarily, but since I have all the streams open, it does appear to be the case that most people are chatting in Jerm's chat, which makes sense because this is Jerm's show after all.
Yes.
And I think a small number of people are in my chat and in the Whiskey Shaman chat. So people are a little bit split across. If you can't see the comments that we're showing, it's probably because they're in a different chat. That's all.
Dan, thank you for joining. Good, sir.
I think
I'm not even mad.
I think I'm going for it. So
I'm going for broke. I don't have a distillery or a bottle. I don't even have a guess, but let's throw one out there. I know this is going to be wrong, but
oh yeah, what did we say the distinction was on generic versus specific casking? So like would port, sherry, etc. It's just all wine.
So on generic casking, there's 3 answers possible. It's new, it's used, or it's new and used.
Gotcha.
Right?
Yeah. So I've filled in my 0 stakes answer to this one. I like this one. I think it got better as it opened up with some air.
It really did.
It was real sharp on the nose right at first.
It got worse with water.
Worse with water. Okay.
Okay.
Well, then I'll not take that step.
Whenever you're ready, Randall, I'm ready. I'm filled in.
Let's do it.
Yeah, by the way, I don't know about the Whiskey Shaman, but as for Single Malt Frontier, this is going to be going on my podcast feed as a bonus episode. So, yeah, let people know if they want to watch it later. And I'm doing that shamelessly because I'm on paternity leave and my channel needs content, y'all.
Amen. I understand. I mean, I don't, but you know, I haven't been on paternity leave in ever, so it's fine. Wow.
All right.
Sad. Cool.
Randall?
So we're moving on to sample number 2, I believe.
No, we're going to give
the answers.
And then we'll move on to 2. Yes.
All right. Shall we start with, let's see, you guys want to do rock, paper, scissors to see who goes first?
No.
Oh, okay.
Reigning champ goes first.
Reigning champ goes first.
Thank you.
Sounds good. We'll switch it up.
I want to see how far off I am. See if I can make any changes real quick.
Yeah, great. That's awesome. Okay, so for type, I put single malt. For proof, I did 110. For casking, I did new and used. Do you need me to slow down?
Single malt 110, new and used.
Okay. And for exact type, I put American single malt. For proof, I did 115. For casking, I put new, obviously, and then red wine. And for distillery, I put Virginia Distilling. And for bottle, I did their cast strength single barrel, a red wine finish one, whatever. I just got a port wine one in, but I know it's not port. So
I like that guess.
I love Virginia Distilling, so I'm going to hope it's that.
I'm not saying I agree with that guess, nor am I saying I disagree with any part of that guess.
Isn't that funny how you can really enjoy somebody's guess, whether it's way off or not? It's just
Hey, I still don't know the answer,
see it.
right? I'm
Right.
reacting purely on I just like the words you're saying.
I like words.
I like words.
Any
All
words
right.
will do. Do you want to lock in your age guess on that one now, or wait if we need a tiebreaker?
I'll do it if we have a tiebreaker. That'll give me a second to think about it.
Cool. And Jerm, you're up.
Whenever you're ready.
I'm ready.
You ready? Generic category. Randall, by the way, we are wildly different.
Really?
Really. Generic category. I got bourbon.
Bourbon.
Okay.
Generic ABV. I got 53%.
Okay. 52,
Generic cascade.
26.
I got new and used.
Yep.
Specific category. I have finished bourbon.
Okay.
Specific ABV. I got 53.8.
Ooh, really close. Really locking that one. And that has to be exact when we're
That has to be dead nuts.
Mm-hmm. Or nut, as we say on this side.
All right. Specific casking.
I love how you have a sense of humor about that, my friend.
I do.
Specific casking, new charred oak, and a honey barrel finish.
Honey, get out of town.
Interesting. I don't agree with that at all, but I like the guess. It would be wild if that's for real, though.
And I really don't have an idea on distillery or bottle, so I just threw one out there, and I don't even know the name of it, to be honest with you, but that short barrel bee's knees.
Mm-hmm. That's, yeah.
And I don't know what it was. It was the
What
it was
distillery
in
is
the
that? Is it Beasley's or Short Barrel?
Short
I would
barrel.
yeah. I'm assuming the distillery is actually MGP.
Yeah, distillery is MGP, and they do some from Southern as well.
Yeah.
All right,
But
cool.
For whatever
What
reason,
my
it's
guesses
like
were? Or
within
should I
the
keep it to
first-
myself?
No. Yeah, we want to
Yeah.
hear yours too.
I want to hear
All
what
right,
you
cool.
got.
So I said bourbon.
Son
And
of a-
and hey, just because I agree with Jerm doesn't mean we're not both wrong.
All
Like,
three
I
of
can
us could be
see-
wrong.
I can see
to be
this
honest
being a
with you.
new oak single malt for sure. I see where you're coming from.
I could
so
see this
I said-
being an Israeli spelt.
Yeah, it could be anything, man. Could be literally anything that Jason owns or doesn't. Maybe he nicked some samples. All right, so I said 56% ABV, and I went there mostly because I feel like these legs are telling me high alcohol.
Okay.
But not it doesn't drink that way though, so could be either way. I wouldn't say low ABV though. New and used, finished bourbon. I just stuck with 56% for exact. New oak with a port cask finish. And we're all keeping our ages to ourselves for now, so we'll save that for later. And I said, just to throw out a guess, I said Isaac A. Bowman.
Ooh.
So the bourbon finished in port cask. I think
Right.
that's the Isaac A. Bowman. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so now what do you call the distillery on that one?
Bowman Brothers.
Bowman Brothers. Yeah.
But they buy the low wines from somebody else,
Well,
Yeah,
it's Buffalo Trace, but
right?
Yeah. So
And then
actually,
they re-
that
and they
raises the
distill the
question
low
about
wine.
your rubric, Jerm. Does it have to be the where it was distilled, or does it
That's
have to be the brand that produced it?
I'm really glad you made that guess, because that is a question. I mean, how would I go about that one if I had one of those in there?
I mean, but they got the low wines and distilled them, correct?
They did.
Okay, so they are distilling and
They did
making the
distill it.
product.
Okay.
So I would say it's underneath their umbrella, because there's a lot of people that buy low wines from other brands. Balcones is known for selling their low wines to everybody in Texas. So it's like,
And if
I would-
we're talking an independent bottler, the distillery obviously is not the bottler. But
Right.
if we're talking about something like Barrel, a blender, right?
mhm.
What's the answer there? Various.
I mean, it could be
Is it
be
various distilleries, or
five different distilleries.
So, okay. So in the past, what I've done with something like that, Doug, is if there's multiple distilleries in a blend, I give you guys the 2 points for the distillery. So because that is like when you have 5 distilleries going into a blend, it's like
yeah. So Marshall, there's a lot of non-distilling producers. The answer is MGP.
Actually, Bardstown is really getting into it as well now.
And there's one in North or South Carolina, I forget.
Yeah,
that's doing a bunch of contracts.
Southern Distilling. Yeah,
that's the one. Yeah. That reminds me, I have an interview with them I need to release from ACSA. So there's content. I found content.
I mean, just get to work, bro.
All right, you guys ready to move on to sample number 2?
Yes, I've already moved on.
Well, you gotta show the card.
Yeah, show the thing.
Do the transition thing.
Well, we had job. Come on, I'm busy. I'm here. I'm busy. Here we go.
This shit has gone off the rails already.
It has. Now, why can't I? What in the no?
Okay, so this one, the legs aren't even forming yet. How do you like that, Stolen Wolf? Yeah, buddy. How do you know about what do you know about them? Man.
Did you guys nose any of the others before we got to sample number 2?
No,
not yet. I know that sample 3 is different just by looking at it. Okay.
Yes. Who said that? Thank you, Phil. See, Phil understands.
Phil does understand.
I mean, he's getting paid to do his job. Who gets paid? What? You get paid?
Yeah, who's getting paid? Seriously.
You get paid to work here? Now this one is like peanut butter and jelly.
I wish I had the clip for that. Peanut butter jelly time.
Nice. Do you want me to go find it and put it up on stream? Or is that going to be a copyright strike?
That would be.
I'm pretty sure that would be a copyright. Yeah, we'll go with that.
I mean, not that any of us are monetized anyway, so.
Yeah, I was going to say, I like to say that Phil gets paid 50% more than I do, which is 0. Unless you count whiskey. Man, I could go a few different ways on this one.
I could go a lot of ways on this one.
So Mech Tech might be spam in the chat, just to let you all know.
Yeah, I was gonna say, does
somebody have a wrench? Nobody has a wrench.
Marshall does.
Marshall.
Yeah, that's either yours or Doug's.
Oh crap. I'm not on there.
I think it's on yours.
No, it's on one of ours because it has that little weird thing. Let me get to it.
Doesn't show a wrench on mine.
No. It just shows me it's a linked.
Oh, yep. No, it's that's on Randall's channel.
I got it.
Nice.
I'm trying to. Oh, somebody retracted it.
Oh yeah. There's a request for us to drop our links in the chat. I have that ready. So
yeah.
I don't know if I'm allowed to though. I might need a moderator to allow me.
Who does?
Hilariously.
Yeah. Marshall, you're the only mod here. In mine, anyways.
Okay, that got all mixed up. Let's try that.
Yeah, it's all one. You just click to one of them. It's fine.
It just freaks your thing out, takes you to all 3 of them at once.
That is Jim Beam, brother.
This is weird.
This is Jim Beam. This Booker's. This Booker's, maybe.
Thank you, Jason. This is lovely and weird.
That's like peanut butter.
If I'm not mistaken, we actually have all the exact same handles on Instagram as well. So our YouTube handles are our Instagram handles. I have 2 handles. My show is Single Malt Frontier. My personal is Demi Tastes.
Peanut butter.
yeah, Jerm, change the logo to sample 2. You're
I
messing up the
can't.
clips.
That's what I was swearing about a minute ago. I can't. It won't scroll for me anymore. Like I can't get to the.
He got kicked out of his own show. Great.
Yeah, pretty much.
What the heck is that? Yeah.
Yeah, let me know if those links are like not the best way to share them. I'll figure out something else.
Yeah, you really need a moderator to share it. That way it's a clickable link.
That's
what
okay. So
sucks.
we need Marshall to do it.
This-
Marshall.
I will
This-
make Poor Decisions pairing moderator as well. Real fast. Hold on. Mhm.
Oh yeah, they're clickable in my chat. There you go. Head on over to Single Malt Frontier to click those links.
All right, Poor Decisions. If you could do that as well, I made you a moderator on my channel. I'm trying to see who else is in here that might. I don't know who you are. So
TX Whiskey Geek, we are all tasting samples that could be literally any whiskey on the planet because we don't know the contents of Jason's collection. I'm doing it
Brown
for fun.
liquid.
These guys are doing it for competition.
I heard a check. I heard there was a check involved.
For 50% more than last year.
Absolutely.
And we've done sample 1, and despite what it says on the screen, we are on sample 2.
Tracy, cheers to lurking. I got no clue on this one. This one is wild.
It is wild.
Yeah, hey, you guys prove to everyone. Let's all prove to everyone we have the same samples here. Let's give some tasting notes. Feel free to lie, but that'll throw off proving to them we have the same thing.
I mean, on the nose, it was peanut buttery for sure, and dusty. And then on the taste, it's more of that, but then it's like super. It has like this bitter oak, which makes me think it's leaning towards one category. But also it has like a tinge of like something that could be finished, but not like a normal finish. I think it'd be like a cider cask or something that's a little more effervescent.
So I agree. Nutty, dusty, a little bit funky in a way that like it could be. I mean, I guess I don't want to start throwing my guesses in because I'm the host. I don't want to sway you guys, but it's that funky note that's sending me in a lot of different directions.
Mm-hmm.
But that combined with that real oakiness is tough to get it to line up.
Yeah,
I could see Beam, I could see Booker's depending on the batch. But also like I could see Irish even. I could see Turkey.
Turkey the country or like wild turkey?
Wild turkey. but technically, if turkey makes whiskey at all, that'd be fair game.
Yeah.
I do get your.
How do you guys
nuttiness.
pronounce? They had like all the atlases change the spelling of turkey to like have their own spelling. The Turkiye. How do you pronounce that?
I
had never heard of it.
I-
Turkai, like Tokai.
Oh yeah, Tokai. Yeah, that's the one. Different part of Europe.
Yeah.
All right, so I get your nuttiness, but not as extreme as you guys are talking about it.
I get your nuttiness too. You can malt corn. It's just very hard to do. So a lot of people don't find it cost.
You can malt it in a bathtub if you have two towels. And anyway, long story. We'll talk about that later. Never mind.
Okay.
Got to leave them guessing.
Was that an excerpt from a recent interview you've done?
No, actually, it's just my ADHD acting up with this nuttiness.
What is this? What is this share.google? What is this going on? If you weren't a mod, I would think that was a spam link.
I don't know what he's trying to share.
It might be Jerm's list.
It's a link to Richard's Liquors.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I checked it out. So you guys all know what that is. So, poor decision. Something went wrong with that link.
your link has expired.
Your link contains illegal characters.
So the taste doesn't taste like the nose.
This is a stumper.
It really is. Like he is literally trying to throw us way off.
Yeah, that finish is crazy.
Mm-hmm. It's almost like pecan or
I got mine in whenever you're ready, Randall.
Is KS Kansas?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure. I'm going with my gut.
Yeah,
Stick a fork in him.
I did too.
Stick a fork in him. You're done.
The sad part about my answers for sample number 2 make me realize that I'm way the fuck off on sample number 1.
I know. Every time I go back, I'm like, Great.
I have kind of a wild guess on this, and it would be really cool if Jason had this bottle.
I think it would be too. The Crittenden's Toasted Pecan? Absolutely. What? Sorry.
Is that your guess there?
What? No, of course not.
No.
Didn't that show up in last season?
Crittenden's?
Yeah. No.
You mean from Jason?
No, from well, any of it. I don't remember when, but I thought
not for me. I know that. I have some Crittenden's, but it's in sample form, not full.
I think I only have 2 full bottles. I have a bunch of samples, but 2 full bottles. Well, one's not full, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I think the samples are from you, Drew.
I have those bottles.
I know Dylan gave me a couple samples of Crittenden's as well.
Yes, Corey, it is Weller Millennium for sure.
I can guarantee you it is not.
Mellow corn. It very well could be mellow corn.
That's more possible.
But this color, saying no. Unless it has some E150 added to it. I think I'm good.
Do you like this one, Randall?
I do. I do like it. The end is kind of weird, but like it's intriguing to me. And it makes me want to go back and try it again. So like that makes it good in that aspect. I don't know if I want a full bottle of it, but I would sure like to have another 2 ounces to sit down and, critique when I'm not live,
Yeah. So I'm gonna say this about this. The nose gave me a little bit of that peanut. It did give me a little bit of that dustiness. I did get some heavy, barrel influence on the nose. And then the taste came in. There was that weirdness right up front. Okay. Then the dust and dry came in hard. And then it finished as floral perfume.
Yeah.
And
that floral perfume, really interesting.
That sold me on what my guess was.
Suggests a finish, but I have an unconventional guess for what that finish is.
I don't think it's finished. I think this is I think this is straight up just whiskey.
All right.
With a E.
Yes, with an E.
Yeah, no maker's mark.
Yeah.
Could be.
All right. You ready, Randall?
I got my guesses ready also. All right. So Randall went first last time, so Jerm, you're up.
All right, here we go. This is what makes me think my first sample guess is way off, but generic category, I am going bourbon. Generic ABV, I'm going 50%.
All right.
Generic casking, new oak. Specific category, bottled and bond, straight bourbon.
Okay.
Specific ABV, 50%. Specific casking, new oak. Exact bottle, the old granddad bonded.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You got it. All right, Randall.
All right. It's going to be fairly similar, but not really. My generic type is bourbon. My generic proof is 120. My casking is new. This is a straight bourbon whiskey. The proof 122.6. I'm pulling it straight out of my butt, but we'll see. And casking new again. And I do believe that this is Jim Beam is the distillery and Booker's 2022. 02.
Whatever.
Right.
Booker's will suffice.
Yeah, whatever.
Some batch of Bookers.
Yes.
Yeah. If you headshot a bottle call on a Booker's and call the batch too,
yeah, you win.
That's
you
the
win.
end.
Extra
Right?
points.
You're done.
Extra points. Yeah. Okay, cool. So I'll share mine. So bourbon, we're all in agreement on that. I said 120 proof. So
Okay.
so I agree. I agree with the higher proof option.
That's a good guess.
What'd you say?
She said Wilderness Trail. That's a very good guess.
So I said new and used. So bourbon finished would be the specific finished bourbon would be the specific category. 120.67, and I pulled that because I'm throwing a guess on the bottle out there because I think it would be cool. So new oak finished in toasted Oregon oak staves. And so I'm saying, and in this case, distillery officially unknown, but Trail's End 10-year cask strength bourbon finished in a toasted Oregon oak cask, and specifically, I pulled the proof. Yeah, Garyana. Yep. Toasted Oregon Garyana oak cask is what it says on the website. And this is specifically the bourbon Vans pick. That I just pulled up a cask strength Trail's End.
I've heard it's Barton. I'm not certain though. We'll see.
I've seen barrels from several Kentucky distilleries in the distillery.
So maybe it's a blend
for different products. Yeah.
Right. I mean, Templeton, whatever. It's fine.
They get what they can get, and they get some good stuff.
Absolutely. Yeah, for sure.
All right, cool. So
that's a really interesting guess, Doug.
It really is.
You could see it, right?
Yes, absolutely.
We'll see.
The only thing I don't see is toasted barrels. Give me green sappy wood every single time.
And see,
Oregon oak is a bit different.
It is.
Oregon oak gives you that candied orange and Madagascar vanilla, like Joe likes to say.
Yeah.
All right. Ready to head on over to sample number 3?
Yes, I am.
Don't stick your nose in that until the card's gone, because I want to see your reaction.
Is there a card?
There, yeah, I can't get the thing on the top.
So guys can see, the color on this one is dramatically lighter than this one. I mean, good Lord, we're talking night and day difference. So
High level.
thinks it's a scraunch. It's a scratch for sure.
Yeah,
It
true.
is a-
So
it-
great question. If you're a first-time viewer or you're not familiar with the grading rubric, how do you get more points? So all these things that we're guessing, the generic category, generic ABV, generic casking, specific of all those three, and then the exact distillery and exact bottle. Essentially, the closer you get to correct on each of those things, the more points you get.
Oh, yeah.
Although it's a lot of like, did you get it or not? So a lot of the scores end up being zeros across the board. But every once in a while, someone pulls out an exact bottle guess and they basically just win. Unless they did really well on the other samples. I mean, unless their opponent did really well on the other samples.
You are correct, Marshall. Marshall, you're correct. I gotta go.
And I have a hard stop at 6:30, but I think we're gonna make it.
I'm all 6:30. What are you talking about? It's
6:30
almost-
Pacific time.
I'm all
He's
8:30.
He's over on the other shore.
That's not even real.
Dough.
Dude, this right here, this is good. Good.
This is.
Oh, the how do you get more points had nothing to do with the show. Okay. They're just having a side chat. Never mind.
Side quest. It's fine. This is
All right,
lovely.
so I have an idea of what it is.
I have several ideas as to what it is.
Ooh, buddy. I like that. I need that in my life. Wow, man, that lingers for a while. And gets kind of tropical at the end.
That is some seriously peated nose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's definitely peat. It's not smoke. It's peat
No.
for sure.
It is
Definitely
100% peat.
Like it's like freaking dirty band-aids in a toilet. That's what that is.
I was just gonna say, I'm pretty sure I've got it narrowed down to Isla Pete.
That is. It's making me growl, Lord.
Is it hot?
Joe.
It's got a
Joe.
prickle, but it's not too bad.
Joe, it is not hot. It is not hot. It is not hot.
Joe, you set that up and take it. Take it for a run. I'll support it. It is not Peat Monster, Corey.
It is
That
not
I-
Peat Monster.
For you that.
All
Does
right,
it have
it's,
any?
I've got
It
my
doesn't
guesses. Sorry, go ahead.
It's got the Ardbeg barbecue.
It does.
I feel like Ardbeg would be too on the nose for Jason, though.
But it has a lot more earthiness to it, I feel. Possibly. I'm just doing it.
I really thought I knew what it was from the nose, but I'm not quite on it on the palate.
No, I agree with you. Right, I just took a sip, and yeah, I totally agree with that. Nose
Drew
says
votes
one thing.
Doug wins, but if Doug wins, they'll call foul because I have the answer keys. All
I mean,
right,
it is-
so I've locked in my guesses, but I'm going to start filling out the points for you guys, so we can move things along at the end here.
Sweet. So I would tell you the color does not match the flavor and the smell of this thing. This thing looks like it's barely been aged at all, and barely has any influence, and it might of the barrel, but there's so much going on in the nose and the palate of this thing that it just, man, makes me think of fall. Not Christmas so much, but fall.
But the proof on it, what do you got for a proof?
I feel like on the nose, it's not too sharp, but on the palate, and it could be the other notes making it a little bit more punchy. But I feel like it could possibly be a higher proof, but I'm not sold on that at all. But I've already wrote down all of my guesses, so I'm just.
Oh, geez, I'm way behind, huh?
I'm just enjoying at this point.
It's a very enjoyable one. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, this
It
is
is
something
super
that if I know I don't have it because and see, here's the issue with my whiskey journey is like I find something, I glob onto it for a minute, and then I move on. And so like I don't really dip back into certain brands or bottles or whatever. And everybody comes out with new releases. So it's like, man, that new whatever that just came out is pretty great. But yeah, there's a lot of, I've really neglected Scotch in general because I've been such on an American single malt kick. I've really neglected a good Scotch, and this just goes to show, if this is what I think it is, that I need to get my ass back over there.
So when you guys, I know we drink a lot of, amongst us all, we drink a lot of single malt, and I know at least on the podcast, Randall and I drink a lot of American single malt. I know Jerm's got a lot of American single malt behind him, but let's say when you're not working, right? When you're not, and working in air quotes, because we do this all for fun, what do you tend to reach for more? Is it American single malt? Is it Scotch? Is it rye?
Sure.
You got it. Okay, so I'm going to answer this in two different forms. Your question is for pure enjoyment. For pure enjoyment,
We got a politician over here.
Yeah, for pure enjoyment, like I'm wanting a whiskey and I want to enjoy it. I want something I enjoy. I generally go to single malt Scotch. I'm in that realm over there. I would say that's about 60% time, 40% of the time it's an American single malt. Lately, however, because I've been trying to clear my bourbon shelf of bourbons so I can bring up some bourbons that I have downstairs that I would really like to open, I have been drinking a lot more bourbon lately.
Interesting. So I very recently changed my stats on this answer, but I will ask Randall to answer first because I'm the host.
Okay, so
let's find out about the contestants.
Anybody who has gotten any samples from me lately will know that I have been on a huge rye kick. I have gone everywhere from Corbin Cash to Hard Truth, all of these places, everywhere, literally everywhere. Driftless Glen, right? He's right here. And I'm just loving the differences that rye whiskey brings. And it has just opened my eyes to where, and of course, having, one of my dad's hat on and having Stolen Wolf and Liberty Pole coming soon, like all of these people on, like, it's really cool to see the rye explosion of what's going on right now. And it's really cool to see. So yeah, I dipped towards rye.
Okay, nice.
That's a great answer.
Until just recently, I would have said, so I've been on paternity leave. What I've been drinking, mostly American single malt. Not just because I have an entire wall of it, but because I actually, I've had an opportunity to come back around to things that usually I'm just like drinking. What's the bottle of the week for the podcast? And I've had a chance to go back and revisit some of my favorites. And it's been really nice to go revisit Cedar Ridge and Stranahan's and Boulder, which I haven't had in a hot minute.
Yep.
Even Copperworks, which I just, I'm disclosure, I'm an investor in Copperworks. I don't actually drink Copperworks that often because I'm always drinking something else. But when I want to just sit down and like have an evening when I want to turn my brain off, just for sheer enjoyment, talking with people about something other than the whiskey, I go for Scotch. And actually, just this past weekend, I went to an event that had hundreds of different old and rare Scotches, and so that unfairly tips the scales. So it was just like
that always unfairly tips the scales.
I don't need to think about any of these things. All I need to decide is this good or not, and and only just for my own. I'm gonna say something. One of these samples, I have the bottle, and I'm really bummed that I didn't nail it.
Shut up.
But it's been like 2 years since I had any of
Okay.
it.
Is it?
I mean,
is it the third one?
No. It's
What?
actually
Wow,
not. It's actually not the third one, but that's
All right.
Wait, you guys haven't locked in your guesses yet.
No,
just
we
a
haven't.
big hint. Don't change your guesses because of that. Hey guys, tell me your guesses. I was grading your 1 and 2.
Randall, go ahead.
All right.
Start off.
So for generic, I am going to do single malt
Really?
for proof.
Okay.
Yeah, really. Yeah, I'm sorry. For proof, I'm going to do 56% alcohol.
Wow.
For
I'm right with you so far.
For casking, I'm doing used. For type, I'm doing Scottish single malt. For proof, I'm doing 56.2 because why not? For casking, used again. Here's where it gets. I don't
Sorry,
know,
say that
but
proof again.
56.2.
So for the cask, do you want to say some particular kind of cask besides used?
Just use bourbon. Yeah.
Just bourbon. Okay, next bourbon.
Yeah.
And then go ahead.
Doug, so when I'm hosting the show, when it's just the words used, I automatically assume
ex-bourbon.
Ex-bourbon. Yeah.
Good to know.
And so for distillery, I'm doing Bruichladdich, and I'm doing Octomore 14.1. I'm not saying it's 14.1, but
Okay.
Octomore.
I was gonna say per our earlier conversation about Bookers, I feel like you could get closer to nailing a specific batch of Octomore because they're also different from each other. If you've had it, you know it.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Unless
we
they're
are
probably a few years apart.
we are
I could
very,
I could
very
see
close,
that.
Brandon.
I could see that. The point ones are wait, which one's the one that's new? Point threes are New Oak, right? No.
I don't think any of them are New Oak. I think
No. I think the 0.3 is finished in something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Point three is Isla Barley. But anyways, they have different shticks.
they
Jerm,
do.
you're up.
They're all different. All right. We are very close, Randall.
Good. I
Generic
guess.
category, single malt. Generic ABV, 55%.
Ooh, some
Generic.
variants.
Generic casking is used. Specific category, we differ here slightly. I'm going Indian single malt.
Nice. We haven't had
Specific-
any of those on the show yet, have we? Maybe we have.
I don't remember.
Moving on.
Specific ABV, 55.6. Specific casking, ex-bourbon. And then I'm going with an Amroot peated, which I don't remember the name of what they do it.
That is a great
Okay.
guess.
Okay. I can see it. I can
I
see
can
it.
too.
I think it's younger.
I think the color is telling me probably not, but younger, yes. Injury could be Amaret could be quite young. All the Indians could be quite young.
Mm-hmm.
They're all pretty young, yeah.
Whiskey Punkard was also thinking about injury just now.
Yes. Not the cast strength, Dan, but I have had the injury.
All right. So I have my guess. I'm similar to actually we're all right in line on the ABV. So I said single malt 56.5, used oak, American single malt. So we're all different on the specific category.
Okay.
And I just decided to pick a bottle that I know that I own. And so I said 56.83 rum cask, my rum cask pick, McCarthy's. That's what I picked.
It's too light, brother.
But it's not.
too
It's
light.
not. The palette tells me it's not an exact match for that. It's
No,
that's not
it
the
is
bottle.
not. Yeah, no,
that's not the bottle.
It's too light.
I think I would have headshot that bottle.
Yeah,
Me too.
I've been dipping into that one a lot too.
On the nose, I was like, oh, it could be, and on the palate, I'm like, nah, it's not that. I
do love
with
that
you.
bottle.
I don't agree with the Octomore, but I agree it has that Brook Laddie funk to it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So I just need a couple of minutes to add up your totals, or we could just go down the list and I'll write them down as we go.
Okay.
Whatever you want to do.
You guys want to talk amongst yourselves?
So I'm going to take this moment in time to thank everybody for tuning in. At one point in time, we had 26 people watching. Currently, we have 21 people watching. So thank you all very, very much. I really appreciate you guys tuning in and checking out the show. Next week, October, what is the date? Yeah, the 15th. October 15th is the actual first show of the season 3 of Blind Sample Showdown, and it is a hell of a show. For those of you who don't know, you will soon enough. It is Caitlin Bartlemy going up against Caitlin Ross.
Lord.
Both pretty prominent people in the whiskey world. Both do very different things in the whiskey world, and both are very, very good at what they do. So that is going to be an awesome show. For those of you who don't know who they are, please tune in, check them out, get a sense of who they are. It will be a good time. Other than that, again, round 1 is going to be Wednesdays and Thursdays at 7 p.m. I do that to speed up round 1 because otherwise it would be longer than a year to finish the show at one show a week. So with that said, the new faces that we're going to have, we have the Whiskey KK is joining us this year. The Ryan Negley is joining us this year. And if you don't know who he is, he was a master distiller at Vapor Distillery, which is who makes Boulder Spirits. We have Phil from the Single Malt Frontier. He's going to join the ranks this year.
Sweet.
We have a non-whiskey account who is a large whiskey enthusiast, but he does have a YouTube channel. We will talk about him when he comes on, but that is Fast How To. That is a good friend of mine. His name is Jeff. Let's see. We have the Bourbon Nymph. She's new this year. We have the Bourbon Vixen, also new this year.
Wow.
We have Powderman Spirits out of, I believe, Connecticut. And they are a distillery. They are a distillery. So he'll be joining us again. So, and then one other lovely big name that I am excited to say, we have Joshua Hatton joining the ranks this year. Don't know who Joshua Hatton is. He is the founder or one of the founders of Single Cask Nation. So definitely some heavy hitters joining the ranks this year. And it should be a really, really fun show. My top 8 from last season. So the people who made it into the Elite 8, they were an automatic invite back if they wanted to come back. There was a stipulation for them to come back. They had to pick one person to add to the show. And unbeknownst to them, when they picked their one person, that was who they got to go up against first. So Josh Hatton was selected by Adam of Lost Lantern. So the show for those two is going to be a good, fun one.
Epic.
Yeah. So guys, don't miss an episode this year. I know it's
going to be
cliche and cheesy to say, but seriously, this is going to be an awesome season. There's going to be some serious laughs. There's going to be some serious, like, holy cow, these people are awesome moments, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So, Doug, are you about to add it up there? I thought you were a math whiz.
Yeah, and in fact, I haven't done just 2 scorecards. I've done 3.
Oh,
My setup basically let me score myself too. Why not?
So everybody who just joined the chat, evidently, Doc Martinez is done with his live. So thank you all so much for joining into the chat. We are just doing the reveal of the blind thing. So stick around.
All right. Okay, cool. So I will finish. So we're gonna go back to actually what we usually do. Which one was your least favorite?
Well, I think we all can agree which one was our favorite, right?
Yeah.
Sample number 3 was our favorite.
Sample
three,
number
for
3.
sure.
By
Oh,
hands, yeah, hands down, that was our.
Oh yeah, we all got super excited about sample number 3.
We did.
I didn't. I'll be honest with you. I did not dislike any of them. I thought
they were all pretty
very
good.
whiskeys.
Yeah. I agree.
So coming down to a least favorite, it's going to be in between 2 and 1 for me.
Mhm.
I think 1 was my least favorite out of the 2, and we're talking splitting hairs here. It's
definitely splitting hairs.
Great. It's a great whiskey. I think the floral perfuminess on the finish of sample 2 for me made that a little bit nicer for me.
Yep,
I agree.
If I had to pick the better of the 2, it's definitely sample number 2. So we're in complete agreement. So we like 3, then 2, then 1.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we'll just go in order then, starting from sample number 1.
All right, hold on.
Nice.
Now nobody can yell at me for not doing it.
Right. So, do you reveal the bottle first or at the end?
At the end. So
Okay.
run through the guesses and say wrong or right.
So sample number 1, for generic category, Jerm guessed bourbon, Randall guessed single malt, and Doug guessed bourbon. Should I talk about myself in the third person like that? That's weird.
Yes. No, that's perfect.
I'll just take a step back and be out of body experience right now. It is actually a bourbon.
Shiza.
All right, for the generic ABV, plus or minus 2 proof points or 1% ABV, Jerm guessed 53% or 106, Randall guessed 110, and Doug guessed 56, which is 102.
How about 112?
The 112.
But 112.
112. Yeah. The actual was 58, and nobody got those points.
Okay. Wow.
On
We all got
generic,
pretty
nobody was within plus or minus 2 on generic.
Nope. 58, 55, 53.
And what was the actual?
And 56. And so 58 was the actual. So 56, I was the closest, but that's 2 percentage points away.
Okay.
So yeah. Generic casking, Jerm guessed new and used. Randall also guessed new and used, and so did Doug. Guess what? We're all wrong. It was new only.
Of course.
This is sample number 1.
Sample number 1. Let me zoom in on the label and just make sure no shenanigans happening here.
Are you sure?
Nope. It says straight bourbon whiskey, and that's it.
Hey.
Okay. So for the specific ABV, it was 58%. None of us got it right. Jerm got 53.8. Randall said 115 proof, which is pretty close because it's 116. So you were actually closer on your specific guess than on your generic guess. I guessed 56% again. So I stayed at my 56. So nobody got points on that. Specific casking, Jerm said charred oak honey barrel. Randall said new and red wine. Doug said new and port, but it's actually just new oak.
Crazy.
Wow.
We do we have a tiebreaker? Maybe not. Okay, so exact distillery guesses were Jerm guessed short barrel MGP. Randall guessed VDC, Virginia Distillery Company, and Doug guessed Bowman. It was actually Still Austin, bottled in bond.
Shut your mouth.
Damn, Randall.
Hold on. The key said bottled in bond, but I may have just pulled that out of nowhere. No, it is Still Austin barrel pick.
Barrel pick. Yeah, because bottled and bond would be 100.
Yeah, it'd be 50.
Yeah, it's a 116 proof barrel pick. Yeah. Got to read the label. Thank you, Jason, for the label picture. That is really important here.
There is no way. There's no.
Well, I can't say anything about it. I'm not I don't have a lot of Still Austin. I haven't had a lot of Still Austin, and I'm generally not a big fan.
So I got 0 points. So that's great.
So coming out of round 1, we have officially the score is Jerm has 1 point, Randall has 0, and Doug has the consolation 1 point. And that's just for the bourbon.
Just for bourbon.
Just for bourbon.
Just bourbon.
Damn.
Woo.
All right. Moving on.
Hey Randall, I'm beating you right now.
Thanks.
Yeah, I've heard great things about Still Austin, and this is actually the first time I've ever tasted Still Austin.
Okay, this is not their normal profile at all. This is so weird.
All right, so we're gonna rotate through. I guess who I read off first. So for sample number 2, I'm gonna read Randall's guesses first.
Let's do it.
Doesn't matter a whole lot, but we're gonna do it anyway.
It doesn't.
All right. For generic category, Randall guessed bourbon. Jerm guessed bourbon. Doug guessed bourbon. Guess what? It's bourbon.
Sweet.
All right.
Got a point.
For generic ABV, Jerm guessed 100 proof. Randall guessed 120. Doug guessed 120. It is actually 118.
Wow.
Randall and Doug get points.
Sweet.
Yep, double checked it. Yes.
Excellent.
Yep. Generic casking. Randall said new. Jerm said new. Doug said new and used. Doug was right.
What?
It is a finished bourbon.
Son of a.
So for specific category, Randall guessed bourbon. Jerm guessed bourbon bottled and bond. Doug guessed bourbon. But I should have said finished bourbon because I said new and used. So that's somehow I got it wrong, even though I got it right. Sure, would you give that to somebody?
No.
No. All right. Well, I played myself.
If they said new and used and they said bourbon on the thing, I will double check and make sure that's what they wanted.
All right. Specific ABV, Randall guessed 122.6. Jerm guessed 100. Doug guessed 120.67. Don't know where I pulled that out of. And the actual was 118 proof. So no points on that one. Okay, so the specific casking. Randall guessed new. Jerm guessed new. Doug guessed new oak finished in toasted Oregon oak staves. It is actually new oak finished in Pinot de Charentais.
Oh.
Do you know what this one is, Jerm? Just based on that? No? Okay.
Nope.
If you haven't had this, well, I would say I'd send you a sample, but you just got one. All right. So Exact Distillery, Randall guessed Jim Beam, Jerm guessed Old Granddad, and Doug said unknown because I thought I knew what it was and that officially it's unknown, but it is actually Driftless Glen, finished in Pinot de Charentais. And so the specific guesses of Old Granddad Bonded and Booker's were also incorrect. The total for this round, Jerm got 1 point. Randall got 2 points. Nice for close on the proof. Doug actually pulled 3 points thanks to the new and used, and then blew it by not saying finished bourbon. I could add 4.
So I think that sounds like Randall and I are tied right now.
We are.
All right. So the total, yes, the total is 2 for 2. So we've gone in a great order here.
And
Yeah,
it's
I'm actually really surprised that you didn't pick out Driftless Glen. Sure.
So it's funny because I was sitting there and I'm like, man, this very well could be Driftless, one of the special picks that he did. And I'm like, nah, I'm not getting the thing. But to be fair, I'm not a huge Driftless bourbon fan as much as I am their rye fan.
Right.
So I don't drink a lot of Driftless bourbon.
Fair. This is the only Driftless bourbon I've had. I have this exact bottle. This is the R bourbon barrel pick of the Pinot finished bourbon.
Okay. Thank you, Brian. Rye or die.
Let's go.
2-2 coming out of that, and actually the host is in the lead with a total of 4 points.
This is actually a funny comment, Corey. We both missed our home turf.
That's true. That's true.
That's
did.
wild. That is a wild thing.
Yeah,
It just proves how hard blind tasting is.
absolutely.
Really. All right. So I'm gonna rotate back to Jerm. I'm not one of the competitors today, so I'm not gonna read mine first.
Hey,
sample number 3.
About that?
The last sample is in fact 100% McCarthy's.
I totally, yeah. Now that motherfucker.
That makes total sense.
He is a motherfucker.
All right, so well, like in that case, since we've already spoiled it, I'll read my answer first because I actually did get the brand right. So for sample number 3, Doug said single malt, Jerm said single malt, and Randall said single malt. And somehow I've just screwed up the layout of my sheet. Don't worry about it. What happened? Like my columns just are suddenly in a different order.
Hey, Randall, has your
I figured it out.
I found it.
We're good.
Do what?
Has your pen and paper ever screwed itself up?
Absolutely not. No. Totally fine.
All right, we all guessed single malt. It is in fact single malt. Generic ABV. Jerm guessed 55. Randall guessed 56. Doug guessed 56.5. It is actually 56.5.
So we all get a point there.
So we all get a point.
No, because 55 is more than 1 percentage point away.
No. What's the actual ABV?
The actual 56.5, and you guessed 55.
Right. So I'm within 2 plus or minus.
Wait, so hold on. So you're saying if you guess proof, you have to be more exact than if you guess ABV.
Absolutely.
Yes, that's why I use ABV.
There's a metagame there.
Yes.
Just guessing ABV, people. That's the winner.
You get an extra leeway. I think my first one.
If that's the case for sample 1, I get an extra point because I was within 2 percentage points.
I know.
58.
What was I in the first one? 53, right? Is
53. Yeah.
So
53, 55. So you guys, yeah. But for the people that matter, yeah. Okay. So yes, indeed, we all get a point for generic ABV on sample number 3. Generic casking, Jerm guessed used, Randall used, Doug used, and it is used. It is used Gariana oak, if you want to be specific, which we're coming to later. Specific category, Jerm guessed Indian single malt, Randall guessed Scotch single malt, and Doug guessed American single malt. Doug got the point. It's American single malt.
Son of a...
I put my life on the line with this guess, and I'm so glad that it worked out for me.
Absolutely.
Because if I guessed my own bottle and I was wrong about the brand, oh, that would look bad.
That would.
All right, specific ABV. Jerm guessed 55.6. Randall guessed 56.2. Doug guessed 56.83. That was from a specific bottle guess, and none of us got the points because it was 56.5 on the dot. 113 proof. Specific casking, Jerm said ex-bourbon. Randall guessed ex-bourbon. Doug guessed rum cask, and that's because I was guessing my own bottle. None of us got the points on that one. It is used Gariana from beginning to end. Standard McCarthy's.
What was the Gariana used for the first time?
McCarthy's.
Okay, so
yeah, so a lot
ex single malt barrel.
Yes, ex single malt. Yeah,
got it. Okay,
good clarification because it could have been Trail's End, in which case ex bourbon would have been right. But yes, it was a lot of McCarthy's is aged in McCarthy's all the way down.
Yeah,
except for the first use of the barrel. Some McCarthy's has first use, but not in this case. This is a single cask. So exact distillery, Jerm guessed Amrit, Randall guessed Brookladdy, Doug guessed McCarthy's. 2 points for Doug. The exact bottle, Amrit peated, Octomore 14.1, and McCarthy's rum cask, all of those were wrong. No points there. What this actually was McCarthy's single cask number 872. At least 3 years, it says on the label, probably 4 to 6, but we don't know for sure. From Bend South Liquor, Oregon.
Okay.
Cask 872 for Bend South Liquor in Oregon.
So it's just a regular old McCarthy's.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing special about it.
And guess what, guys?
Other than it's cast strength.
Guess what, guys? You are exactly tied.
Mm-hmm.
Across the board. 5 for 5, which means we have to go into tiebreaker. So give me your age guesses.
Sample number 1 for me was 5.
5 years on sample number 1.
Sample number 2 was 7.
7.
And you already told us what sample 3 was ish. So that one, we're going to just throw that one out the window.
Okay. You're not going to just say what your guess was.
But we don't know either.
That's true. That's true. We don't know for sure. We know at minimum.
Do you know one of the 2 samples, what the actual age is?
Yes. 2 of them.
Okay. All right.
I would say that like what's said on the bottle, the fact that the McCarthy's bottle says 3 years old, that would be the age statement.
Absolutely.
That's the age statement, but we also know that that's generic labeling too.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Well, all right. Well, hopefully we don't have to get down to that. Randall, what is your guess for sample?
For sample number 1, I also said 5.
5.
I think it's the 5-year-old. Yeah.
It's down to 2.
And then on the second one, I said 8.
8. And we're going with closest wins, right?
And then on the third one, I put 6 because why not?
Okay.
I put 6
had
on
to
the
say
third one as well, by the way.
You also said 6. So the only one that's different is sample number 2, and we're going to go with closest wins it. It is 4.5 years old, which means that this win goes to Jerm.
Wow.
Collusion.
6-5.
Hey, you know what? We tied.
I mean,
You did. You tied. You had to go to tiebreaker.
We were wildly different on 1 sample. We were pretty similar on 2 samples.
I was way off on the ages for all 3, actually. But if we add my scores in, I had 5 coming out of round 2 and a total of 11 coming out of round 3.
Rigged my ass.
Yeah. Like,
wait, you can say rigged. I know that it wasn't because I didn't look.
Like, here's the deal. The fact that we made 5 out of 3 samples.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing?
These are huge scores proving that, first of all, Randall, you deserve to be here on the exhibition match. And second, Freedom Maltz knows what the hell he's doing running this show. He's got the
Absolutely.
creds.
Absolutely. He's got some street cred. I'll give it to him.
I suck.
Holy crap. I mean, we all do, obviously.
Everybody sucks at this.
Yes. And that's the
Collusion and
point.
deception. You know what? There wasn't a lot of deception today.
I was trying, but I felt bad.
Too honest of people here. It's a whole different game when you're trying to lie while also trying to find the truth. It's like playing that card game where you stick the card on your head and you're like the mafia, whatever. I forget how the other rules work out.
Well,
wow.
I didn't guess the bottle. I only guessed the brand.
Just the brand.
But a brand guess is worth a lot. So the brand guess, the exact distillery and the exact bottle are worth 2 points each. Everything else on the list is worth 1 point each. There you go, Driftless Glenn. All right, guys. I do have my hard stop in like a minute, so
you got your go.
You're good to go.
It's about ready.
But Doug, hey, thank you for
thank you so much
hosting this for me, and I'm looking forward to your round.
I am too.
November 20th,
and I'm extra motivated to do well because there are some cool people like
absolutely in this
bracket that just, I mean, you'd love to have a drink with any of these people, but to compete with them, just imagine
it's
beating Joshua Hatton at his own game.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right,
guys. Cheers,
Doug. Cheers.
Thank
you, my good friend.
And guys, stay tuned because the 3 of us are maybe going to do a show together.
Maybe
like a whole series or something. We'll see. We'll see.
We're doing something.
Are we going with that title?
Why not?
Sure.
We got to do it. Full send.
Three guys, 1 grain.
Coming soon.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
All right. So everybody, there it is. That's kind of how it works. If you haven't been here before, that is how it works. Let's see if I can change this shit up now. I don't know what the hell happened here. No, I still can't move this thing. Irritating. Anyways, that's how it works. Obviously, I'm going to hope it gets a little bit more fluid as I go along. I don't have to pay attention to what I'm trying to drink and guess and all that stuff. You can just pay attention to the show. That helps a little bit. I will be using a different computer. I'm using my laptop at the moment. My computer is a little bit better. Other than that, thank God for preseason. Work out the kinks.
Amen.
Randall, you absolutely do deserve to be here.
I appreciate that.
You won last year by a bottle shot on a weird freaking bottle.
Okay, so here, look, I still have half the sample right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for those of you that don't know, Randall guessed a bottle that doesn't belong to any category of whiskey other than generic whiskey. And it was wild. It was a wild ass guess.
It was.
He nailed it fair and square. However, that did change a little bit of how I'm going to proceed with this year.
Okay.
I have already picked my final 3 samples for the final show.
There you go.
No matter who shows up in the finals, the samples are already selected, and the samples are not in the list. So the 3 bottles that are going to show up in the final show are not on the list.
Wow.
So take that for what it's worth. Randall, I hope you get there again.
I will.
Actually, I don't. I hope you don't get there again, because I'd love to see a new face in the.
I mean, I would too. Yeah. But it would be a lot of fun to me and Caitlin Barlowman to go together. You know, like at the very end, and it dominate.
Can you even go up against each other?
Absolutely. In the end, I mean, you would have to.
You can't. You would be in the Elite 8 together. You'd have to beat her to get to the final. You're on the same side of the bracket.
That's okay. That's okay.
So otherwise, we got Whiskey Deke, who's got a little target on his back. He was the points leader all the way through the season last season.
He was
killing.
I see you.
Killing it every show. 15, 16 points every show. He was wild with his guesses. He was doing great.
Yeah.
I think some of the big names are Joshua Hatton, Adam from Lost Lantern again. Obviously, the distillers, Negley and Bartlemay, they should be doing pretty good. So, yeah. I am super looking forward to this season.
Me too.
If there was ever an understatement, that was an understatement. I mean, I can't even begin to thank these people for saying yes to coming on and joining. And I'm talking about everybody. So, also you guys watching tonight, thank you very much. I hope I see every one of you coming back every week until we get down to the end. This is a labor of love. I love to do this. I love the blind samples. I think there's no better way to say you do or don't like a whiskey as long as you don't know what it is.
Yep.
Because if you have no idea what it is, you get an honest opinion on it. Secondly, this is a lot of fun. We get to joke. We get to poke fun at each other. We get to do all that kind of stuff. But you also kind of get to see, where do you stand against other whiskey enthusiasts?
Right.
How they go through a glass of whiskey. That's kind of fun.
It is.
You learn some tips and tricks along the way, I'm sure. And we all get to interact with each other in a community type setting. And I love that. I wanted to bring as many people as I could from around the community together in something. So I think this was a really good way to do it.
Absolutely.
So with that said, everybody, I thank you for watching. I will see you in 1 week's time, Wednesday, the 15th, 7 p.m. for the Caitlins. Battle of the Caitlins, and they're spelled differently. So
let's
one's
go.
with a Y, one's with an I. And yeah, it's going to be a good time. So until next week, peace, cheers, and I thank you guys.
Dude, you got me. Barely got me.
I don't know if we've ended the stream yet. It's not saying it's ended.
Nope, it's not ended.
This is awesome. Thank God for preseason.
Absolutely.